Okej, no to lecimy dalej. Oczywiście wyczerpiemy wszystkie opcje dialogowe, żeby nie było.
But that's a lie, a blatant lie. The spread of the disease is accelerating. The number of cases is multiplying every day, but it's not contagious. We doctors and nurses have been treating the sick for months.
Choroba, słuchajcie, nie jest zaraźliwa, słyszeliście tego? No właśnie chciałam się zapytać, nie? To przecież oni by tutaj popadali już w końcu, tyle czasu.
But then, how is the disease spread?
We don't know, Michael. No one knows. What we do know is that it's not caused by direct contact with the victims.
Bezpośredni kontakt.
Another reason for the Army's secrecy about the dissolved. Fear. It's human nature to fear the unknown. We tend to panic when faced with something we don't understand.
Czyli w sumie w jaki sposób się przenosi, no.
Any of us can handle.
And what is it that makes the dissolve so unpredictable?
To właśnie wiem, ciekawe mnie, co ona powie.
They know, Michael. You probably think I'm crazy, but I'm telling you, they know. They talk about events no one else knows about. They sense things. They bring back information from the places they go. And they talk to the dead there, Michael. They communicate with the dead. They know, Michael. That's all.
They're just sick people, Uma.
No! They're more than just ordinary sick people. You wouldn't talk like that if you had been living with them. And their messages...
Okej, ale co wiedzą? Co wiedzą? Co mówią?
Wait a minute. Did you just say the dissolved make prophecies?
Let me tell you a story. When I first came to the center, I became friendly with a patient, a 13-year-old girl. All the time I was taking care of her, she never stopped chatting. She told me all about the underground highways. She said she went there every day.
Underground highways?
She said they all went there when they lost consciousness. Obviously, I felt great pity for the girl, but in time I also came to feel tremendous fear. I was afraid of that poor, hopeless child. Her visions, her dreams, her messages.
Ona już pewnie mówiła o tym miejscu tutaj.
She sat down next to another patient, an older woman who looked surprisingly healthy. According to our calculations, this woman still had a few months to live. The woman had just lost consciousness. "Leave me alone with her," the girl said to me. "It won't be long now." And she took the woman's hand. And just seconds later, the woman started to dissolve, shrieking and writhing in pain, until there was nothing left of her but a puddle of brown, viscous liquid. The girl turned to me and said, "I knew she was leaving us, and I didn't want her to go alone. That would have been very sad, wouldn't it, Uma?" The girl's face was still dripping with the remains of the patient. She knew what was going to happen, Michael. She saw it. From then on, my fear became uncontrollable. I felt defenseless next to her.
I understand.
Finally, my panic was so great that I refused to go anywhere near her, and I even, God forgive me, I felt secretly relieved when she herself finally dissolved. They know, Michael, and that's why they're so dangerous to the people in power now.
The cleanup brigades. I've seen how they behave.
They're savages.
Bo oni coś jeszcze ukrywają, nie? I dlatego.
Predatory animals, heartless and unscrupulous. The rest of the staff refuses to share the facilities with them, so their lockers are out in the hallway. That's where they keep everything they need for their hunting expeditions. The GPSs, the disease detection tests, their
A i tam była przecież jakaś szafka, nie?
unit is made up of 2 soldiers, 1 doctor and 1 nurse. I mean, doctors and nurses collaborating with those bloodthirsty animals, but then they say, "What do you want? It's our job, and somebody's got to do it."
Yes, that phrase sounds familiar. It's bone-chilling. Police and criminals using exactly the same words to justify their actions. You gotta do what you gotta do. That seems to be the slogan of the executioners of this new world.
Talk to my father, Michael. Tell him that I'm all right, that he shouldn't worry, that we'll be seeing each other soon, very soon.
No ja nie wiem, czy to będzie tak niedługo, nie? Jak oni się stąd wypuścić nie chcą, a ich raczej przybywa, a nie ubywa, więc nie wiem, czy to będzie taki szybki powrót do ojca. To wzięłam morfinę, mam dla tej babki.
Let's see. Inside, I only see dust and old papers and a tiny key.
Ej, to jest kluczyk do tamtej szafki. Włączona, rozklekotane biurko.
Let's see. Inside, I only see dust and old papers.
Ej, ale kliknięcie w takie coś, to po prostu, no nie wiem, graniczy z cudem. Wzięłam morfinę i nie wiem. Mogłam sobie stąd pójść, nie? A, ona się załamała, kobieta, nie?
Let's see. Inside, I only see dust and old papers. More of that official propaganda. Your silence is the enemy. Help the cleanup brigades.
Twoje milczenie tu w ruchu, pomóż brygadom sprzątającym. Zajebioza. Już II wojna światowa i...
A tiny lock is preventing me from opening the door.
Okej, to musi być klucz do tej szafki, nie? Musi być, bo do czego innego.
Let's see if it's the key to this closet. Bingo! I'm not going to take any. A small red LED is blinking on all of them, an unmistakable sign that they've been used. I see a yellow bucket in here with medical waste, with a handful of what seem to be tests for detecting the dissolved. A mysterious crate with several objects inside.
Jest, słychać ich krzyki, nie? Ej, ale dalej nie znaleźliśmy żadnego tego.
The future is in our hands. Collaborate, rebuild, report. From the text, I say this poster must have been part of a government campaign.
A, już to czytałam. Nadal nie mamy niczego, co by nam... Co by nam pomogło oświetlić tę drogę w tym przecież. W tych kanałach śmiesznych. Ja pierdziu. Ej, co tu za alarm się włączył?
After visiting the subterranean hospital, I'd say that's the depot where the fuel is stored for powering the enormous generators that light the compound. It's impressive. There must be hundreds of barrels stored down there.
Aha, no dobra, spoko.
After visiting the subterranean hospital, I'd say that's the depot where the fuel is stored for powering the enormous generators that light the compound.
To może on te beczki, co ma, to też ma z jakimś tym paliwem właśnie, tutaj je dostarcza, czy coś. Ej, ale czemu tam się ta syrena włączyła? No już nie. A co tam, tego pokoju dalej nie wejdę. Kurde, wiecie co? Mam pozamykane okna, a tutaj sąsiad chyba faję pali i normalnie czuję dym z papierocha, nie? W mieszkaniu. Tam byłam, a mnie...
This door leads to a dingy back room. I can hear the...
Nie wiem. Strasznie to wszystko jakiś taki obóz koncentracyjny przypomina, prawda? A właśnie, co my tu mamy? Raport o leku.
It's an internal army memo for the hospital's medical staff. The report talks about the failure to develop a cure for the dissolved, and what's even worse, the decision to finally abandon the search for one.
Ej, co my tu mamy? Boże, GPS-a
According to one
mamy.
of the cleanup brigade's forums, this is the device they use to navigate during their raids. Sort of like an electronic map. It looks like some satellites are actually still working after the Great Wave. Something I could easily confirm if this contraption had batteries in it.
Aha, Aha, czyli potrzebuję baterii, drewniana skrzynka.
Since it's made of wood, I can use the nails to attach something to it. But what?
Aha, super, poczekajcie, co mamy? Czarny worek, aha.
I could try to use the nails to join them, but they wouldn't be able to pierce the metal of the subway sign. I don't see any way of combining these two objects using anything I have on.
Okej, to co ja mogę połączyć?
I can't use these two objects together. There's no need to handle this with gloves on.
Morfina, no to wiadomo dla kogo. Nie wiem, co z tym kwasem jeszcze zrobić. To zaraz przeczytamy, mam nadzieję. I tu mamy przypustkę.
Authorized Vehicle Pass. It's the ID that allows the cleanup brigades to get in and out of the hospital compound in their macabre ambulances. From what I can tell, the Army can pump you full of lead if you try to come through the gate without one of these.
To może nam się teraz uda tam tą bramą przejść, jak mamy tą przypustkę.
This confirms what Nurse Uma told me. The dissolved are condemned to die. This document...
A jak ja mam to przeczytać? No i coś tu się zapisało w ogóle podobno. A może tamten ma baterię? Dobra, co my tu mamy jeszcze? Dobra, mamy w każdym razie tą morfinę. Mamy tę morfinę dla tej babki. Tu do skrzynki możemy coś doczepić, tylko nie wiadomo co. Jeszcze. Tam, ciekawe czy mogę tam przejść. Ej.
This entrance is reserved for authorized motor vehicles only.
What the hell?
Nie mogę z przypustką pomachać?
Those savages don't get around. I'd better avoid getting
A
too
może
close to
muszę
the
się
area.
jakoś do tego auta dostać z innej strony, właśnie przez tą Właśnie. I ciekawe, czy tak nie przyjdziemy wtedy. No właśnie, tylko potrzeba nam coś jest do. I po co te ryby tam leżą? Czemu niech podnieść nie chce?
This street is even more desolate and silent than it was before. I guess while I was in the subterranean hospital for the dissolved, the soldiers called the curfew.
Oho. Faktycznie, tak nie ma? I ci tutaj
A
stoją?
small group of Reverend Blake's followers are keeping his sister company, heads bowed and dispirited. What are you doing out here, ma'am? What's the matter?
It's my brother. He's disappeared. We don't know where he is.
What do you mean he's disappeared?
Well, we haven't seen him since he spoke to you, since he ran out of the church. We've been searching for him for hours and can't find him anywhere.
And you don't have any idea where he might have gone?
No, he simply ran out of the door, completely out of control. I've never seen him so upset, and we haven't heard anything from him since. I just know that something terrible has happened to him. My brother is very sick and he shouldn't be out there alone and unprotected. I fear the worst.
Calm down. There's no reason to think that anything has happened to him.
I have a feeling that something awful has happened. I'm sure of it. Besides, the soldiers have already called the curfew. If they find him on the street alone and lost, in his condition, my brother is a very beloved and respected person. But those beasts don't care who he is.
I understand.
We have to get off the street. Please, if you see my brother, tell him to come home. Tell him we're waiting for him.
Of course. I'll do that.
Aha, super, no dobra, no ale... no to my sprawdzaliśmy przecież, nie? Przecież my sprawdzaliśmy, tylko tam nie było. O, ci już wrócili. Fuck, ale się przestraszyłam. Ja pierniczę. Ja to przewijam, nie?
Repeating itself in cycles all around me. I don't understand. I don't understand anything.
Dobra, czy ja czymś coś mogę? Tym nie, tym nie.
I don't think doing this would serve any purpose.
Resztę już sprawdzaliśmy, a to co zdobyliśmy to raczej się nie nadaje, więc nie wiem, kurde. A może ja tędy wyjdę albo coś? Może ja wcale tutaj nie wejdę, tylko wejdę tam, no nie, tu miasto, a tutaj to taki kawał. Nie.
The camp is closed, Rat. Get away from the gate.
But I have to come in. It's urgent. What happened?
There's no understanding you worms. Always wanting to get out of here. Once you're outside, you're dying to get back in. One of our soldiers was killed. And the camp will remain closed until the matter is cleared up. So take a hike.
There was an attack?
Yes. Someone hit one of the sentries in the watchtowers with a rock and made him fall out. He was killed instantly. Luckily, it seems there was a witness who saw the perpetrators launch the projectile, and they have been detained. But we never trust the testimony of a rat, so we're waiting for the criminals to confess, or for the murder weapon to turn up.
I don't think it's gonna take very long to get the truth out of these kids. Or to find the weapon they used to commit the crime.
Good God. What have I done? I knew I shouldn't have gotten them mixed up in this.
Nikt chyba nie powinien się w to umieszać.
See that? What are you planning on doing with them?
Killing an official is punishable by death, and martial law is quite clear in this respect. They acted as adults, and they will pay for their actions as adults. As soon as they confess, or we find the weapon they used to commit the crime, we'll take care of matters. Do you have a problem with the law being enforced?
You're nothing but a gang of warped psychopathic pigs.
One more word and I'll blow your head off right now, bastard. I couldn't care less what privileges that bracelet might give you. Get out of my sight.
Those pigs are gonna kill the boys, and it'll be my fault. I'll be responsible for their deaths. I can't let that happen. I have to do something, and fast. But what?
A gdzie matka? W ogóle nie mogłam się wcześniej do tego drzewa dostać, nie?
Wait a minute. There's something floating in the pit, but I can't see what it is from up here.
Okej, i on tam teraz leży?
Before I go down, I'll leave the heavy stuff here, in case the rope doesn't support my weight. Damn it. If I don't prevent it, those bastards in uniform are going to execute the boys. For God's sake, I have to think of some way to save them, and I have to do it now. Jesus! It's the corpse of Reverend Blake. His neck is...
Ale bullshit.
In his delirium, he must not have seen the rope I left tied around the tree. It must have fallen from the top when he was trying to get down here. But what the hell was he looking for here?
Ja pierdziu, ale przypadkiem liny to już tam nie było, jak ja sprawdzałam to pierwszy raz?
He still has the same grimace of terror as when he ran out of the church. I don't care anymore. I'm afraid he took the answer with him to the grave. What's that? There's something sticking out of the Reverend's jacket pocket. Let's see what's in here. A damp, moldy business card. It's almost illegible, but it looks like it's from a place called Beechwood Oracle. Most of the text is too worn off to read. All you can make out of it is an address. 24 Mammoth's Wood Street.
Ej, Beechwood
So
Oracle.
Beechwood Oracle is in fact a location. But what kind? Why was Reverend Blake carrying this card around? And why does that voice inside my head keep telling me to go there at any cost? A damp, moldy business card. It's on each most of the... I'll get my stuff.
No co ja mam z nimi zrobić teraz?
You have to let me in. I need to get into the camp urgently.
The camp will open when those brats confess to their crime, or when we find the murder weapon. Those two brats are going to pay a very high price for their insolence. And now, get lost, rat.
Those pigs are gonna kill the boys. And it'll be my fault. I'll be responsible for their deaths. I can't let that happen. I have to do something, and fast. But what? Time is running out for those poor kids. And if I don't stop it, I'll have their death on my conscience. Come on, Michael. You have to do something.
A przecież powiedzą, że jak się przyznają, albo znajdzie się... O, on ma to, więc się nie znajdzie, one raczej chyba się nie przyznają, no. Kurde no. Co ja mam zrobić? Tu nic nie mogę zrobić, mogę zejść do tego dziadka albo iść do miasta. Najlepsze jest to, że ja tu procy mam przy sobie, nie?
Rifles against slingshots? That would be a real tight contest.
Sam się przyznaje, a nie...
I don't think I'd gain anything by using this here. I'd rather not do that. The acid would do its corrosive work, and then I wouldn't have it anymore. With the acid, I'd only end up ruining the pieces of sign even more. I'm not going to be able to get through the barrier. The army will keep the camp entrance closed until they find whoever killed the watchtower sentry.
Kto zabił strażnika? A mam kijowy pomysł, tak jak wtedy z daniem alkoholu dzieciom, nie?
In case the rope doesn't support my weight. How long will those animals in uniform wait before shooting those boys? Their time is running out. Jesus, Michael, think of some way to save them. The only thing I'd achieve by doing that would be to use up all the acid.
No to Hugo, to ja nie wiem, co tutaj jeszcze można zrobić.
It's the corpse of Reverend Blake. He has a broken neck. He must have slid down from the top of the earthen wall trying to get down here.
Patrzcie na to.
Use this on his face? Why? Okay, time's running out, and I'll do anything to save those kids. If there's a good reason to do it, I will. I just need one good reason to do it. Use this on his face? Why? Okay, time's running out, and I'll do anything to save those kids. If there's a good reason to do it, I will. I just need one good reason to do it.
No kurwa, to nie jest powód. Przyklełam.
I'm afraid I can't do that.
Aj, no rzuć to koło niego.
Shoot over there, even if I had a projectile handy. I consider myself rather clumsy. I just end up getting my fingers caught in the elastic.
Nie wiem, co tu więcej zrobić. Myślałam, że... Powiem, że to on.
I'll get my stuff.
Wow, i tu nikogo nie ma. Myślałam, że tej babce powiem, że on nie żyje i w ogóle wiecie. To co ja tu mogę jeszcze zrobić?
I think that these creatures are already dissolved enough. Better not. That would be a waste of time.
Ej, no kurde, z tymi dzieciakami taki motyw jest. Nie wiem.
Wait a minute. I'm not going to climb down any further. It's totally dark in there, and it would be crazy to go into these sewers without any light.
Kurde, nie mogę tu wejść.
I prefer to hold on to it. I think this will be more useful to me. This business card is my only clue about that, so I've known. How long will those animals in uniform wait before shooting those boys? Their time is running out. Jesus, Michael, think of some way to save them.
Kurde, co ja mogę tu wymyśleć?
Rifles against slingshots? That would be a real tight contest. It doesn't look like...
No ale mi fajami śmierdzi w pokoju, jakie to jest wkurzające. Ja pierdziu. Nie wiem, może jeszcze coś tam jest. Sprawdzam. Bo jak nie, to może, jeżeli ktoś to ogląda, niech mi pomoże, bo ja nie wiem, co mam tutaj zrobić.
Support my weight.
Liny też nie mogę zabrać. Jest sobie tu to ciało. Gdzie on ma ten kawałek w ogóle, który mu dawaliśmy?
Blake. He has a broken neck. He must have slid down from the top of the earthen wall trying to get down here.
No, jego teoretycznie powinniśmy powiedzieć, że... Co my możemy tu zrobić jeszcze?
I doubt I'd accomplish anything using the pieces of the metal sign with that.
Wątpisz, żebyś coś osiągnął? Na pewno byś coś osiągnął, ale nic dobrego.
Use this on his face? Why? Okay, time's running out, and I'll do anything to save those kids. If there's a good reason to do it, I will. I just need one good reason to do it.
Tu nie masz kuźwa powodu? Nie wiem, o co chodzi. Mówi, że to zrobi, bo nie doczytałam. Użyć tego na jego twarzy po co? Okej, w porządku, czas ucieka. Jeśli pojawi się dobry powód, zrobię to. Wszystko to powód, aby to zrobić. Czyli on tego tu użyje, tylko potrzebuje powodu. Nie wiem, o co chodzi, wiecie co? Nie mam pojęcia w sumie. Jak nie, to sobie sama sprawdzę, bo trochę mnie to denerwuje. Ta gra jest czasami po prostu, nie wiem, dziwna. Pa.